tell you after. It's funny.
All right, Jill, what's up?
Not much. Just got done filming all the fights in Muay Thai Nado, so that was super exciting.
All right, so earlier I was saying I want to get like 5 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
Talk about your fight. Talk about your time in Thailand. In general, just talk about how you're doing, right?
Yeah,
You said you know who you're fighting on the 25th, right?
Yeah.
It's all lined up. Who is it?
Theresa Stanley.
Theresa Stanley. Okay. Have you done much research about your opponent?
I know a little bit. Like I know she doesn't necessarily have a ton of Muay Thai. But she's very, very experienced in Taekwondo. I think like 6th degree black belt, Taekwondo, runs her own gym and everything. So I think it's going to be a really interesting clash of styles between kind of like that Muay Thai stance, where I'm a little bit more traditional, versus Taekwondo, where you're kind of moving, you're all over the place. And I think she's a little bit. I think I have like maybe an inch or two on her. So I'm excited to kind of see, because with Taekwondo, obviously, like, you got to keep that distance. You can throw your kicks, but since I'm the taller fighter, like I kind of like to keep that distance a little bit too. So I'm interested to see how that kind of plays out, just in terms of our heights and our styles kind of coming into play.
Yeah, I feel that it's going to work not in her advantage, because they're all kicks,
Yeah.
Generally speaking, Taekwondo is weak on punches.
Yeah.
Punch them out.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
And I think my favorite weapon's I like to elbow. So for me personally, I want to go in and try to close that distance as much as I can and just throw elbows in the clinch and everything. That's what I like to do. So
why is that? Why do you like elbows? Is it just because?
I don't know. I think after I started training with them and then using them in practice, and then obviously going to Thailand, where every other hit you throw on pads, you're throwing elbows. I think it was just after that, and then. I think it was my second fight in Thailand. I really focused myself. I was like, okay, my goal is to go in here, throw elbows, build my skill with that. And I went in and I basically only elbowed, and that's how I got the win. So after that, I think it kind of just clicked, and I was like, oh man, elbows are fun. They feel good when they land and everything. So even with elbow pads on.
So I want to ask you about your experience in Thailand. You said that was your second fight, so did you fight more than twice?
I've had 3 fights in Thailand over the last, I think, 4 years, 5 years, maybe just with COVID and everything. Mm-hmm. But it's fighting out there is way different, right? The first fight I had, they didn't even weigh me. They just kind of looked at both of us and were like, yeah, you look about the same size. In the ring, go fight. Versus here, we have the weigh-ins, we have the medicals, all the blood work and everything. So it's interesting out there because everybody does Muay Thai, right? Everyone and their mom goes and watches Muay Thai fights, versus here it's a little bit newer. Mm-hmm. So definitely fighting out there, it feels comfortable because there's such low pressure, right? If you don't win this fight, there's a fight next week. And if you don't win that one, you don't get hurt, there's a fight the week after, right? You can just keep going and going with it. So it's a really interesting experience to fight and train out there for sure.
Yeah, so how'd you do in those fights? Did you win them? Did you lose them? Do you want me asking?
I won the first one with leg kicks via TKO.
Oh, wow, okay.
Second one, I won TKO with elbows. Third one, I won elbow knockout first round.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Okay. The way you said in the beginning, I thought you won 1 out of 3, but you're saying you won 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Not TKO also. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you're going back now, you go every year, right? And you said you were there in March, was it?
Yeah,
March.
So pretty much after I went the first time, I was like, this is the best vacation I've been on. The food is good, the people are so nice, and I don't necessarily love going and just sitting down and getting lazy on vacation. So if I can go and train 4 hours and then relax the rest of the day, I get the best of both worlds almost. So after the first year I went, I was like, this is where I want to go. Mm-hmm. Forever.
Yeah, so you said you went a few times. So whenever you go, is it a specific focus on something in particular, or is it just you go and you just go hard?
I go as hard as I can, and then usually I finish with a fight before I come home. Usually I've gone in the past for 2 weeks. This year I went for 4 weeks, so that was nice. I had a little bit more time to train. a little bit more time too to kind of listen to my body. Like if I was feeling run down and I needed a rest, I was able to take it, versus the times that I've gone 2 weeks, it's like you only have 10 days to train, so you just got to go, like regardless of how you're feeling. So it was definitely nice to have a whole month out there just to kind of like ease into things, obviously get used to the heat, like figure out which trainer I wanted to work with and everything. So yeah.
Speaking of trainers and all that, you've been there many times. Did you go to the same
Yeah.
gym every time?
Yeah, so every single time I've gone to Sinbi Muay Thai, which is in Phuket. It's nice, like they're on the larger side, right? Like they're Sinbi and Tiger Muay Thai are kind of like pretty on par in terms of competition. So it does get pretty busy, but it's nice because like the gym is as clean as it can be in Thailand. Lots of trainers, like really good experience out there. So it's nice.
Yeah, and earlier you were saying you're originally from Toronto, right?
Yeah.
So when did you move to Calgary?
When I was still a kid, so I moved out when I was 8, and I didn't start Muay Thai until I think I just finished high school, and I was like, I'd always wanted to do some sort of combat sport, so I was like, if I don't do it now when I have the time, in 20, 30 years when I'm beating myself up, like I have no one to blame but myself for not doing it. So I, like that day that I decided, I looked up different types of martial arts. Muay Thai spoke to me just with all the different weapons. Looked up gyms near my house, found WTM, was the closest one, walked in, had a session with Albert. I think I threw up and came back the next week. And that's pretty much been it, like last 7 years.
That's nice. Yeah, I wish my kids had your ethic. My kids, I train them once a week and they're already like complaining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, it does take like a different type of person, right? Like Muay Thai's hard. You get hit, you have to hit back. You can't just stop, right? You can't just drop your hands. You have to go until the bell goes, right? There's no quitting halfway through. So it's definitely something that I think builds a lot of character.
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone you want to thank for your career so far and training and all that stuff?
Definitely crew Albert Hahn. He's the one, like I've been training one-on-one with him since I started. He's the one who's taught me the vast majority of my skill set, so definitely him. And then all of the other coaches and everyone at WTM. My training partners, SD. Yeah, it's nice to have a good support system, but definitely I think like Albert has been huge in my own development as an athlete and specifically as a fighter.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So we got, what is it, 2 months now?
Yeah.
2 months, so November 25th?
Yeah.
So walk me through what you think you can do for the next 2 months to prepare for that fight.
Train my ass off. I got strength and conditioning, I got Muay Thai, I got my cardio program and everything, so just go as hard as I can while staying injury-free, making sure I'm checking my diet, I'm on weight, I don't want to have to worry about that or anything, and yeah, just making sure I'm eating enough to train as hard as I possibly can.
Well, thank you for your time, Jill.
Of course.
Looking forward to seeing you on the 25th or sooner, okay?
Yeah,
I'm gonna post it, tag you, send it to you, and
cool.
make it go viral.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.